Hey guys, welcome to the Chase and Hyperspace podcast. I finally got a fucking mic right here. It's got like a, I'm not gonna fuck with it, but it's like the fucking Joe Rogan shit going on here. So today I decided to have some tea. Um, I haven't had, uh, so I've been on the fucking carnivore diet for like, um, I want to say, at least 20 days or something like that now. Um, so I think I'll just talk about that for now. So I decided to have some tea today. This is like that super antioxidant shit from I forget the company name that makes this shit, but I decided to just have some tea today because I've been having like I guess like I feel like I've been drinking a lot of coffee and I just want to like get away from coffee or I kind of want to wean off of it, and I'm hoping this will help me to wean off of it. There's still some caffeine in this, but I feel like I've had some level of like caffeine addiction or something like that. I don't know, like I feel like so there's some talk about like adrenal fatigue from people who drink energy drinks and stuff like that. How at a certain point, like it just the energy drinks will just fire up their it's like a stress response basically. Um, or not a stress response. It's like it's just stressful. It can be stressful on the body, like kind of tapping into that fight or flight type of shit from coffee. Like some people will drink their coffee and then go fucking do some shit. But then I've had some issues with coffee, I think, which is like, keeping me up. Um, I feel like it's kind of taxing on my cardiovascular system or some shit. Like, um, I just don't think it's really good for my heart to drink coffee every fucking day. There's times where I just don't drink coffee for long amounts of time. Like I just totally forget about coffee, but there's times where it's like a regular thing. I don't like coffee being a regular thing for me, like an everyday thing. I guess I like to have if I could if I had to have a relationship with coffee, I guess I would think that it's best to do it every few days to have some coffee and not a lot, And the reason being because I think that's just kind of when you get the full kind of thing. It's like it's more of a it becomes like more special that way, I suppose. Like it's more interesting to me. I feel like the euphoria of the coffee and stuff like that comes about more when it's when people drink it, um, or when I drink it infrequently. So to where like building up a tolerance just kind of makes it. I want to say kind of like lackluster, and it kind of creates this thing. I think people call it like chasing the dragon or something like that, where it's like you just kind of like you don't get the feeling that you want from it, so you just keep doing more. And I don't like to be at that place. Like, I like to just have maybe a cup or two and then be done in the morning, and just leave it at that. But I think I've just been kind of. I think I just need to take a step back from coffee for now. Just kind of get my energy levels right. And honestly, like when if I go into like a fast, I do like a prolonged fast where I try to fast like 24 hours plus 36 hours or something like that. And I drink coffee during the fast. It just like keeps me fucking wired as fuck, and I don't really like that. It keeps me up at night, like I can't even fucking fall asleep. Don't get me wrong though, like um I think coffee and caffeine. Sorry, I got like burps. Coffee and caffeine just kind of they can be used as like a tool, and with any sort of substance, there's just kind of like that dose makes a poison argument or whatever, where it's like Um, if you just do too much, it's not gonna be good for you. It's gonna be like not good for you. It, but if you do it just right, if you do just the right dose that's right for you, then maybe you can have a positive relationship with whatever substance. Like, um, I'm not really a huge fan on like plant substances other than like psychedelics, but like dietary, like speaking from like a dietary standpoint, like I don't think plants are very um is I don't really see plants as like a sustenance. I think that my ancestors probably would have, they would have been on a hunt or something like that, and along the way, sure, they might have fucking like chewed on some fucking bark. I don't know, like just chewed on some like whatever little things that they could find that they, you know, uh, maybe like mushrooms. What are those things called that are in the fucking ground? Like potato? I don't know. Like potatoes. Whatever class of vegetables those are. Um, like nightshades. I don't fucking know what would have been around, because a lot of the food nowadays would not have been around in the time of my ancestors. And the reason why I'm kind of trying to take like an ancestral approach to my diet, I think, is because I think that's just the what our body knows and recognizes, and has been had a lot of. I think our bodies have had time to work with certain things. There's certain things that can work for us and our bodies, and introducing new things is just like a variable. You're just introducing variables. Um, I think a lot of plants just kind of increase the amount of variables and how I feel, and just honestly, like this tea, that's a fucking variable to me. Like there, I might have some sort of um, stress response from this tea. I might my body might not just might have an autoimmune response from it. I don't fucking know. It might make me sick somehow. I don't fucking know. Um, and that's kind of a pussy ass bitch way of like viewing food, I think. But like from the standpoint of like uh, factors or variables in you know my life, I kind of feel like a lot of food a lot of foods seem like variables to me, like, and just trying to like dial it into being without variables, in the sense that it's like consistent and you know regular, like regularly feeling good or something like that. um I think a lot of people I don't know, I don't think they feel. I think a lot of times people get used to not feeling very good. And even myself, like, I feel like there's times where like I condition myself, even with the fucking carnivore diet. I feel like I somehow am fighting between like dopamine fucking exhaustion, or that um versus just letting the body find its own balance. Like, I think there's a lot of like ego control that everyone struggles with. I think that's like kind of like addiction, is like this. It's like this insistence that that I need this to to like, this is what it takes to do whatever, this, like, I need this, or like, if I do this I'll feel good, like this kind of, it's almost like a pride or something, where it's like, if I just do this, if I eat, if I eat a certain way, if I eat like, I'll feel better if I just eat these fucking cupcakes or something, like, I'll just feel better, like, this will, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just kind of like uh, you're trying to load up energy or something. You're trying to gain energy. You're trying to get energy, or you're trying to, you know, um, I guess like get fuel. People are trying to fuel up. They're trying to get sustenance and nutrition. Or like, satiety. They're trying to. I think everyone is just trying to, figure it out. They're um I think everyone unconsciously or consciously is just kind of like, um if I they're just trying to crack the code or some shit to how to feel good, and I'm still doing that shit. I feel like uh I wouldn't say that I've cracked the code. I've had the impression that I've cracked the code before. Like, I felt like I did crack the code or something. Like, I was doing alternate day fasting before, where I was doing like 48-hour fast, or alternate day fasting basically. And this is when I wasn't strictly carnivore and I could eat more so what I wanted. But I feel like the fasting, uh, it kind of like helped me to I realized that there's like a fed mode and then a fasting mode. And what I mean by that is like on the eating day or whatever, I, would have a lot of energy or something like, or not necessarily I would have a lot of energy, but like if I got it right, if I ate right on the fasting day or on the feasting day or whatever, I would I would just feel really good, and like there's this one time where I went probably 48 hours or so without eating anything, and then the first thing I fucking ate in the morning, breaking the fast. This is gonna sound so fucking crazy to people, but it was like I just had like probably like 2 pounds of bacon or something like that. And for some reason, basically the experience I had was just like, it was, I felt like pumped up. Like I felt like I had a lot of energy. Like I had to get this energy out of me almost. Like I had to do, like I was just doing I just started doing random push-ups and shit. Like I just started working out basically. Like it wasn't a crazy exercise or anything, but I just felt so good that I felt like I was in excess energy, and that was just fueling me to do things. And it's, I think people like will do that with like coffee basically. Like they'll I think people will you know they'll consume the coffee hoping that it will give them a boost to, just to do things, to just kind of like make doing things less of a chore, I suppose, or like to just, I think the state that I'm trying to describe is like the state of like abundance of energy or something like that. And I honestly feel like I've had moments at my job basically where I feel like my energy is so good that it's like I even though I'm not really where, it's like I feel like I could be working like a shitty job, but if I feel good in my body, and that's kind of what matters, it's kind of like being able to overcome like any kind of obstacle in a way, not obstacle, but just kind of like stage, being put on a stage and being able to perform well, and something kind of like that. And I think a lot of people, I mean, I think it's just in our nature, to just strive to be high performing, or to be competent, or to be successful in a way. Like there's almost like a thing where, okay, so David Goggins, he has I heard him talking about something one time where it was like he was going through something called Hell Week, or like he was going through some military training school or something, and it was like everyone was fucking miserable. They didn't want to be there. They just wanted it to end, kind of thing, like just looking forward to it fucking ending or whatever. And to where he developed a different kind of mindset where it was like it became like his fucking playground. You know what I mean? Like he just kind of getting to that point where it's like, okay, he said he was saying something like, in order to get through hell, you have to become the devil, or something fucked up like that. I think there's a way of talking where it's like, um, there's a way of communicating. I feel like that in a way is like a trap almost. It's like saying something like that, like, um, you gotta become the devil in order to get through hell. Like something like that can be taken the wrong way. Like that can be like, well, I don't want to, taint my fucking soul to, I don't want to like lose my fucking soul just to fucking for some for you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't want to fucking become the devil, dude. Are you serious? Like something like that, and it's like you don't want to take that kind of stuff the wrong way, because um I think what he really means in that sense is like, it's almost like you have to understand the devil in a way, or like you have to like it's almost like embracing misery or something like that. And what I mean by embracing misery is not like a masochistic, sadistic kind of worship, like a display of just like suffering or something like that. Like what I mean is like um seeing that someone is kind of like struggling, like they're trying to they have this struggle to kind of to fulfill the task or something like that. People will be on a team, and there's a task in the team to kind of accomplish something, and it's like a person may be putting in 20%, or like they may be contributing 20% to the success of the goal or something like that. And I've had this experience where it's like man, we're going deep, okay? Like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's like I've had experiences like this, and it's like I'm trying to figure it out so I could kind of live in that state or something like that. Or it's something that I want to share with people somehow. And I think by being in that state, I share that it's possible somehow. But like I don't know if I can articulate the state. I think I can. I can try. It's something like understanding someone's like misery or something like that, or like you see someone and it's almost like they have this negative I don't know if it's like a hatred. It's kind of like you see someone's like distance from value or some shit like that. Like you see a person and they don't get it in a way, like they're not getting it. They're not like they're not happy or something like that. And I think it has to do with like making happiness or something like that. Like I've had people like judge me basically. Like I'm trying to work hard, I'm trying, or like I feel like I'm doing a task or whatever, and then someone could judge me or whatever. I make a mistake, and they or they try to blame me. they try to just like they're like, oh, good one, you know, like if I fuck up, they're like, good one, you know. It's like this thing, it's like this judge or something, and in their mind, it's like they see it how it is, kind of thing, you know. They're reaffirming their belief in how it is, almost, or something like that. Like, this is like, this is bad, like that kind of thing. This is really, really bad, that kind of thing. And being able to just kind of like flip that on its fucking head and be like, no, this is good, this is what I want, this is what I need, kind of thing. Like, you may work with someone that you really don't like to fucking work with, and that has to become your favorite fucking person to work with, that kind of thing. Like, it's like I don't fucking know. It's like embracing your own weakness. It's like I may have someone that I don't like working with, but I might just fucking tell them because I'm like cocky asshole or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, you know what? You are my favorite person to work with. Like, I'll say something like that, and they'll be like, oh, I wish I could say the same. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's like I'm trying to love them and they're not trying to love me. They're just like, they hate me, it feels like. Or it's like this persistent fucking like blame or something like that. It's like this so fucking persistent, like um it's like a persistent like hatred or bitterness or something like that. um and it's like they're judging. I feel like this thing where like I feel like I'm being judged sometimes, and I feel like I'm being judged in such a way that it's like, it's to make themselves feel better. Like, people will judge me to make themselves feel better or something like that. Like, oh, look at this guy, he's such a shitty fucking worker, like I can do better than him. Like, I wouldn't fuck that up. Like, if I was in his position, I would do a better job. He's not doing his job right. He's, you know, that kind of shit. Like, or, you know, he's oh, he's just gonna like, he's just gonna fuck uh he's just gonna fuck this up for me. He wants me to fucking like, it was this weird thing where it's like basically someone once said to me, I'm trying to think of a way of saying it. It's like, so it's like how can I talk about this in an abstract way? So it's like, they this person is charged with a certain task. Like, say, this is a random fucking example. This is so fucking random. I'm not a dishwasher right now, but imagine you're washing dishes or something, and someone is in charge, or somehow has a higher, like, uh, you know, say there's two people, and then there's like a boss or whatever, and the boss is gonna go to the the higher up person or whatever, the senior kind of person. Uh, they're gonna judge that person based off of, you know, the standards of like, there's gonna be a certain level of standard placed upon this person, and it's like that judgment coming down the chain of command. I think sometimes people will kind of be enraged in a way at everyone else, in hopes to make themselves judged well or something like that, to pass or something like that. So it's like, say these two people are washing dishes and I'm the fucking assistant or something, and say I'm washing the dishes or whatever, and there's one time where I wash a dish and there's something off about what uh I missed something. Say there's like a little piece of food on a fork, or like there's a there's like soap or something on the dish. It's not, or not something, there's something, and this person who's higher up in the chain of command or whatever, they see that they're not necessarily the boss, but they're in charge, and so they take their position of I want to say power, or like being in charge or whatever. And it's like, I make this mistake and they use that mistake, they see the mistake I make, and then they're like, they just like lose it or something. Like they just kind of like put the blame on me, like, you need to be better, you need like, you need that kind of like thing where it's like, you need to improve, you need to be better. And it's like this persistent fucking thing where it's like, I have to be the one to like become something better. I'm the one who has to work harder. It's this thing where it's like, I feel like I've realized this thing where it's like, people want me to work harder so they don't have to. And it's like, okay, I see. You want me to work harder so you don't have to. Okay, I see. Roger that. And I like work harder. I try to take that step, and work harder. And people might still be persistent. They will have that persistent fucking disbelief that I'm a piece of shit somehow. And it's like that I'm gonna fuck it up. And while they're there, kind of just like bitching and just kind of like have this grudge attitude towards me, or they're upset. They're the ones who are upset. This is important. They're the ones who are fucking miserable. And and it's like, they're stressed because they want the task to be done well, but it's like, they don't want to work harder. You know what I mean? They don't want to just they don't want to take lead, basically. A lot of people don't want to fucking take lead with anything, okay? A lot of people do not want that. They don't want to work harder. They don't. They just don't. They just want to work as hard as they're working and just be like, that's that, okay? And it's this thing where it's like, they want to believe that the mission would be successful if it was really all on, if it's like there's this gap, there's like this 20% gap or something in the someone has to pick up this extra percentage, and having the mission be successful. And this person, whoever it may be, I think a lot of people get put in this position, but they're like, they don't want to take lead and lead by example. Essentially, they just want to hold other people accountable. And I'm not really one for, I really don't like to hold people accountable. I might do it as a joke, I might try to hold someone accountable as a joke, like like, you need to get your shit together, etc., etc., but I feel like sometimes there's an opportunity to pick up more percentages of like who you could be. And I think people get mad when you're not who you could be or something like that. It's weird. So there's gonna be those moments where you have to prove people wrong, you know? You have to just like, they're gonna really think that they're right, you know, in the sense that, you know, they're like, you're a piece of shit, you're fucked up, you're judging. They're just judging you. And it's like you want to get to the point where you take their judgment and you use it as fuel, and you use it to elevate yourself, you know, and you get to the point where they can't say fucking shit because you're doing all the fucking work. And guess what? They're gonna need your ass. And guess what? Maybe you're gonna be their boss someday, you know, because you're a striving motherfucker. And even though you're in a hell dungeon or something, you're gonna fucking make it your fucking playground, you know? You're gonna just like, oh, this task that you can't fucking bear to fucking do? You don't wanna do that shit? I'm gonna fucking do it. And you're gonna watch me fucking do it. And how are you gonna fucking feel when you're sitting there watching me do the fucking thing? How's that gonna make you fucking feel? Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna wrap this shit up. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this mic quality is fucking amazing. I don't fuck amazing. That was a shitty Trump impersonation or whatever. But it's the best. I can't do it. Okay, I haven't practiced. Okay, but yeah, fucking. I know this video is all over the fucking place, but I just had to do a fucking quick one before work. Okay, so I love y'all. Peace out. I'm stoked about this fucking mic. I feel good right now. Damn, I didn't realize that I feel good this good doing this shit. Alright, peace out, y'all.